Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. First off, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Real quick, I just want to make a quick video pertaining to a dream, that I had, early this morning. It's a lot of, in and out of sleep, and during the earlier parts of the morning, it seems as though like the Lord be, working on our minds, man, and I had a series of dreams, but the what I want to focus on, the one that I had, which was extremely vivid. As you can see on the screen, it says UFOs are the chariots of the Most High. So it has something pertaining to the chariots, man. And, I'll just explain a dream. And it was just like a real quick cut. I was, in the house. I'm not sure what house I was in, but I remember, it was snowing outside. I remember one of my brothers was actually one of my biological brothers of the flesh, and he was in a dream, and a couple other people were there, and I remember coming outside, and I remember it being snow on the ground. I remember snow being like piled up, pretty high, and I went to I think everybody had knew something was in the sky, something was in the sky, and it wasn't the typical chariot or the typical chariot, or what the world calls a UFO, okay, which unidentified flying object, which we know, okay, they more like IFOs, identified flying objects, because we know in the scriptures, as you can see, because I just Googled just the images, but a list of scriptures actually came up, so I'm gonna actually read through them. But so the snow was piled up, and we were outside, and then I looked up, and behold, it was a chariot, and it wasn't the ones that, like I was saying, the ones that we're typically accustomed to seeing, like balls of light, like balls of fire and stuff like that. I actually saw the shape of this one. Like, this one had no light emanating from it. Like, it was a shape, a figure. The best description of it, if brothers remember that movie, man, what's the name of the movie? The Fifth Kind, or something, the Third Kind, or something like that, man. It was one that recently came out, and it was a scene in that movie when that chariot had pulled up, on camera, on the police officers' camera footage, and you could see it. It was playing, and it kind of reminded me of what I saw, and the overall feeling. And that's the key point that I wanted to expound on, is the feeling that I got. It was it was a dual feeling. It was I was that of shock, because I've seen a lot of chariots, man. I've seen a lot of them, but something to this caliber, it was just different. It was different. It was uplifting, but at the same time it was terrible. At the same time it was just like, it was a shocking element. Like, it brought, like, it just, it was like man, I can't even really describe it. I can't describe it, man. The only best way I can describe it is, it was a way of it was fear. It was because it was power. It was a lot of power, man. And I knew what it was, and I understood who it was and what it was, but still at the same time, it brought, that element of fear, like, oh man, like, like, this ain't no joke, because it became evident at that point, and the people around me were just like, they were kind of bugging out. Now, I wasn't bugging out, but it's still in my spirit, in my mind, it was just, oh, this is serious. Like, this ain't no game. And it had pulled, I remember it was nighttime, and it had pulled up, and it was just sitting right there, man. It's plain for everybody to see. So you know, it was real. You know, I woke up and it was just like, man, like it was a lot to deal with, man. So I'm gonna just read, as you can see, these scriptures that are pulled up, and as you can see to the left of the scriptures are visuals, man. You know, are visuals of certain of chariots that have been spotted, okay, and caught on camera. I know the one all the way at the top by Isaiah, the 31st chapter. I know that was real. When I forget the year that they actually buzzed. They came through Washington D.C. and they caught it on tape. The one down, I'm not sure, about that one. And I know the third one, I know it's been plenty of photos or videos of, certain clouds, and then we know the last one to be, it looks like a digital drawing. So this is Isaiah, the 31st chapter, and the 5th verse. It says, as birds flying, so will the Lord. Okay, Lord is all caps, which means Yahawah. Okay, of hosts defend Jerusalem. Jerusalem is who, man? Jerusalem is code name for the nation of Israel. Okay, code name for the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, so the Lord is going to defend the nation through via those chariots, man. When the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, when he makes his debut, okay, the scriptures talk about he would not meet thee as a man. Okay, he's going to come back in those craft, man, with the host, okay, with the host of heaven, with the armies of heaven, okay, to completely shut this place down and bring judgment. Okay, it says, defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. Okay, so it says defending he will deliver it, which is Yahawashi. It was his name, means he delivers, or he deliverer. Okay, deliver what? The remnant. Okay, the remnant that was destined, to receive salvation in these end days, man. Okay, because whether you know it or not, the land of America and a lot of other places on this earth are going to be destroyed, man. Okay, when this up and coming third world war. Okay, there's ICBM missiles. The ICBM missiles. Okay, ICBM. Okay, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, are going to be, going all over the place. And it says, he says, defending also he delivered it. On top of course, the Lord coming back and bringing the damage as well. And it says, and passing over it, he will preserve it, right? The ones that were slated to receive salvation. So Zechariah 5:1, it says, then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. It says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, and the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. So Zechariah, receiving or seeing a chariot, was given a description of it. Okay, and you gotta put this into your perspective, or you gotta see it from his perspective, because this is a man that was in the ancient world. Okay, so the best description that he can give is to the one that he can understand. And the Holy Spirit worked with of course our apostles and elders and their elders before them, to be able to discern that and the understanding what he was given a description of. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 4:13, it says, behold, he shall come as the clouds, as his chariot shall be as a whirlwind. All right, so those clouds, hey, listen, it's like they have the ability. We're talking about a heavenly technology, man. It's the best way to describe it. Okay, these vessels, these vehicles have the ability to pretty much do anything. Okay, to shape, to change into pretty much anything. Okay, to shrink in size, to expand. Okay, and with one of the abilities, one of the cloaking mechanisms, that they have is what? To turn into them clouds. Okay, and when you go to the book of Psalms 104, we can get it real quick. It also reference that, and it's in a lot of different other various places. Psalms 104, Yep, I'm gonna start from the top. Bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord, my power, O Yahawah, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty. It says, who coverest thyself with the light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain. Okay, speaking about the cosmos or this the universe, man. Okay, the multiverse, the Lord. That's why, man, they notice in today's science, and even in Esau science, he understands that the heavens, that the universe is ever expanding. Okay, and which is being described right here. The Lord stretcheth out, okay, the heavens like a curtain, man. All right. So that's how the Lord, that's the might and the power and the level that he's on. Okay, it's really and truly is undescribable. Okay, for you to be outside of time, for you to have power to expand and grow the universe, that's just showing you, what type of power that we are, that we serve, essentially, man. What type of power governs and controls or rules over over everything. I'm gonna just say that. It says, verse 3, it says, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, who walk upon the wings of the wind. Okay, and that's speaking about what, man? The chariots, man, in the chambers of waters, the Shemayim in the heavens. The three, because there's three heavens. Okay, you got where the birds and the fowl of the air, where they dwell, or where they, fly amongst, which is the sky. And then you got the second heaven, which is out in the cosmos of the universe, and then you got the third heaven, which is in a completely another dimension or in another realm. Okay, let me see. So let's go back to this. Right, it says, behold, he shall come up as cloud, and his chariot shall be as the whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled. Okay. And this is 2 Kings. I'm gonna just read this the last 2 Kings, the 2nd chapter. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. So Elijah, in today's terminology, you could say he was abducted. Okay, the Lord took Elijah. Okay, and it says, and Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of heaven and the horsemen thereof, and he saw him no more. Okay, so these accounts, man, these are ancient men, giving a description of that account of him being abducted, man, showing you that these vessels, man, these vehicles, these heavenly vehicles are real. Okay, it's been the last recent sighting, the one that happened in Jersey. Okay, brothers, have been seeing that the Lord has been making, these vehicles appear or do flybys over camps. Okay, so at this point, man, it ain't even a thing of, you got to believe or have faith in these things. The Lord has made these things visible. Okay, it's just a lack of understanding that a majority amount of people have, due to the deception, okay, of Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, through via what, the media, the internet. It's a lot of bullshit that's put, on there, a lot of misdirection, okay, to confuse people, okay. But the prophets, the Lord, the servants of the Lord, the prophets, which are the mouthpiece of the Lord, have been set up to give you the understanding and let you know who those vehicles, who that power belongs to. Okay, because soon the Lord is going to show them. He's going to show them in mass numbers, and man, they're going, like the dream I had, man. It's going to bring fear and dread upon these people, man. But on the flip side, on the right hand side, it's going to be vehicles of salvation, man, of deliverance. So that's the point, man. It was definitely, man, it was a beautiful dream. Some more pictures of chariots. Beautiful dream, and this stuff is, it's coming. The Lord, here's a good one. The Lord is coming, man. He's coming back with these chariots, and it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. It's people by men's heart failing them, which was in the scriptures. men, people are going to see these things and they're not going to know how to handle them, man. And they're not, So, that's the point, man. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashim, Yahawashi, Ba'ashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors, of course, to the apostles, elders of a great millstone, and peace, salutations to the elect. Shalom.